You're being eaten by a terrifying creature. There we go. Hey. So this is Zinc's setup when I'm editing. This is just a bar that I have sat next to my desk, and I pop the wall that I made goodness knows how long ago on here just to keep them safe. Although mice are very, very good at not falling off things. They've got amazing balance and they are very aware of heights and very savvy about them. I still have a little bit of concern, so I'll pop this up here just in case, since I am looking at my computer and I am a bit distracted. He also has his little ramp that comes down here onto my desk, so when he wants to come over and play with me and climb on my arms and pee on me, usually he has that option. Right now he's just foraging around for his breakfast. You can see it's sprinkled all over the area, so that'll keep him busy for a little bit and also keep his brain stimulated, which is great. Oh, my little bagel. Hey. His eye is so much worse compared to yesterday because he just won't stop rubbing it. His appointment is in an hour, I think. What time is it now? Okay, it's 2:30 now. His appointment is at 3:45. So we're going to be leaving in about half an hour. We are home, and as you can see, he has a cone of shame. Oh, hello. That was very loud of you. He also has, and you won't be able to see until he turns the light, but he has a green eye, this right eye. They had to put some stuff, I can't even remember what it's called anymore. They had to put some stuff in his eye to check and see if he had an ulcer in there, and he indeed does on the eye that he's been bothering the most. He's got a ton of medication to take for the next couple of days, and then he has to go back to the vets in 3 days' time, so on Thursday, I think that is. And from there, they're going to check to see if it's any better, any worse, if there's any more symptoms. Also, if the ulcer has shrunk in size, which would be a really good thing if it would. The vet implied it's going to take a couple of weeks of treatment and a couple more checkups before everything will be better. But hopefully, it's nothing too serious. and it'll just heal with the medication that he has. Medication haul! Okay, so this is all the medication Rodney has to take for the next few days. He's got some drops that go in his right eye to reduce the ulcer. Got a little pipette to go with those as well. He's got to have them 4 times a day, 2 or 3 drops, and then I've got to leave them 10 minutes, and then I have to put in some antibiotics into both eyes, and he also has some anti-inflammatories. These will hopefully reduce the inflammation, as you would expect, but also reduce how itchy his eyes are. So we're going to give him one tonight, and then tomorrow we're going to try him without the cone, and hopefully he won't be as itchy anymore and he'll leave the eye alone. And there's the bill for all of that service. 30 minutes in the treatment room plus the medication. 26 euros. They're absolutely fantastic, my vets. I love them so much. This is why I don't want to move to a different area. I love my vets too much. He's trying to chase that fly. Oh, you're so cute. It's mocking you. He was such a good fly catcher. Oh. After today, I absolutely could not be bothered to cook tonight, so we're having pizza. Oof. Oh. I mean, the table game is weak, but the cheese game is so strong. Ooh. Why would you sit in your vegetable bowl? Why? Is she washing herself? In her vegetable bowl. Okay. Right, I think it's time for a mini Q&A session. If you missed this post on my community tab, I decided that this year, instead of doing one vlog that was dedicated to a Q&A, I'm going to do a mini Q&A in almost every vlog, most of them. So if you want to participate, if you want to ask a question, head on over to my channel, go to the community tab. It's the very top post on there. I'm not going to be answering every single question, so I can't promise yours will get answered, but if you leave it over there, I will at least see it and consider it. So at random, I've picked a couple of questions for today. The first one is from Sophie S, and she asks, if they were available, would you ever consider owning chinchillas or dagoos? I've never properly considered dagoos. I don't actually know a lot about them, so I can't really say whether I would consider keeping them or not. Obviously, to be a responsible owner, it's really, really important that you do plenty of research into an animal before you even consider keeping one yourself. Otherwise, you have no idea whether it's going to fit into your life, whether you're going to be able to care for it, whether you're going to be able to commit to it. So for me, dagoos are on the not sure list because I don't know enough about them. Chinchillas, though, are a definite no. And I love chinchillas. They're so cute. They're so sweet. I did consider them at one point, but it only took a little research into their care to realize that it would be really unfair and really cruel for me to keep one here. Chinchillas are cool climate animals. They're really sensitive to the heat, and I obviously live in a very hot country. The only possible way I could humanely keep a chinchilla would be if I had a climate controlled room, which is obviously extremely expensive, and chinchillas live for about 20 years, which means I've got to be able to ensure I can have a climate controlled room for 20 years, which is pretty impossible for me to be certain of unless I magically become a millionaire overnight and could buy my own home with full air conditioning. Mandy Lubinsky asks, why aren't you wearing your engagement ring anymore? Now, I wanted to answer this one because I've had a couple of comments over the last week or so on various videos asking about this. Now, the honest truth is I've never really worn my engagement ring that much anyway. There's nothing wrong with the ring. I absolutely love it. It's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. Cubic zirconian solitaire on a very delicate silver band. It's beautiful. Dan could not have got it more right. But if you've been following me for long enough, you probably know that I'm a very hands-on person in my life. A lot of what I do involves using my hands, and so much of my day is spent handling animals, and I often end up with pee on them. I also work with power tools, and I'm always crafting things and cooking, and it's a lot of messy hand stuff. So wearing things like rings and bracelets in my day-to-day life just isn't practical. Even necklaces, I have loads of necklaces and I hardly ever get to wear them because, again, it's just not practical for my life. Now, I did used to make a point of wearing my ring in videos because the fact that we were engaged was public knowledge, and I was worried that if people saw me not wearing it, they'd think it was a bit weird or they'd ask questions and stuff, and I was just like, I can't be bothered to deal with that. So I would put it on specifically for videos. So I used to wear it in my videos, and then I forgot to put it on for a couple in a row and no one said anything. So I was like, oh, I guess this isn't as big a deal as I thought it would be, so then I just stopped putting it on for videos. So that's kind of the long and short of it. Nothing weird, nothing out of the ordinary, just not practical. And that's going to be at the end of this vlog for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye bye.